Hey everyone, how's it going? Today I'm going to do a long cook chuck roast, 48 hours. A little bit different than my prior video from, gosh, like 6-7 years ago. I'm gonna smoke it first for 3 hours to get a nice, delicious, smoky flavor on there, and hopefully caramelize the outside nicely. But anyway, boneless chuck roast. 2.7 pounds, pretty close to 3. I wanted to get the biggest one I could because this stuff is so tasty. It goes quick. So anyway, I'm just going to season it up the normal way. While I am doing this, I have my smoker getting ready, and that's pretty much all we have to do at this time. I have a Traeger, so however you want to smoke yours is fine. I plan on doing it at 225 degrees for 3 hours, and then I'm going to cook at 135 degrees Fahrenheit for the remaining 45 hours. So it's going to be basically a two-day cook in total. So my seasoning is going to be very simple: salt, ground pepper, and garlic powder. So you can go ahead and season this pretty heavily before you smoke it. I like lots of salt. It's going to spend a lot of time in the bath, so it doesn't hurt to give it a good amount of salt. And then yeah, I'm going to get this on the smoker here shortly. But basically season both sides, get it all nice and covered up, and that's pretty much it for the first step. I have 3 hours to get my water bath ready, so you can take your time with that. We're at our smoker, set to 225, and we're gonna put that on there for 3 hours. Alright, so it's been on the smoker for about 3 hours, actually almost exactly 3 hours. The internal temperature right now looks like 145, which is fine. Yep, about 143 here. If I can get that in the... So not overly done, which is good. It's exactly what I want. So anyway, yeah, about 148 in this smaller section. Anyway, all we got to do now is just get this bad boy in the vacuum bag, get it vacuum sealed up, and into the bath. Let's get this sealed up. I like to use the dry setting because it's extra powerful. Seems to suck more out, suck more air out. Okay, our bath's at 135, and want to make sure you submerge this completely in the water. You don't want any bacterial growth on these really long cooks like this, so make sure all of your plastic is underneath. Another little trick I like to do for these really long cooks is, well, for one, just use kind of something to hold it down that's not overly large. And I just use this little cooking rack. It fits in here perfectly. But also just kind of sealing the top off with saran wrap. Definitely helps with all the evaporation that you can already see starting to leave the bucket. So anyway, you don't have to refill your bucket as much after a 2-day cook. And yeah, I'll see you in 2 days. Been 2 days, and as you can see, my little saran wrap trick works wonders. I didn't have to refill it once, and the water level is pretty much the same. So anyway, let's get this out of here, dry it off, and take a look at it. Okay, we're out of the bath. Still looks amazing. Feels nice and tender. Let's crack this open and see what we got here. I'm thinking about drying this off and then just giving it a quick, maybe 2 minutes in the broiler. You could... I don't know if throwing it in a frying pan would work as well, just because it's already been smoked and the meat itself is, I don't know, I just think it's in need of a slight little charring. Maybe get some of this fat rendered a little more. I think that's going to be the best way to do it. So let's get this on. I don't have a broiler tray. I don't know what happened to it. So I'm just going to put this on a wire rack on a cookie sheet. That should do the trick. Oh yeah. That was the right move. Oh my gosh, this thing is beautiful. So despite setting off my smoke detectors again, 2 minutes on the first side, 1.5 on the other, came out perfect. This thing was bubbling and cracking, and it's not burnt, it's just nicely seared. So let's take a look here. Nice little crispy outside, beautiful, gorgeous, juicy inside. Yeah, let's dig in and take a bite. Let's just cut it open right here in the fatty middle part. Look at that. Perfection. Nice little smoke ring. And some beautiful looking meat here. So let's just cut off a little piece. Another little piece. Oh, look at that. Juices out when you cut it. That's awesome. Oh yeah. So, it's very hot still. Wow. I don't know what else to say, but this is unbelievably good. You've got the perfect doneness when it comes to the inside. You got a nice smoky taste on the outside, and the fat is rendered so nice. I mean, this is a pretty thick piece, and you can literally pull each individual, strand of muscle apart. That's how freaking juicy and good it is. And it's, no loss of moisture. Like if you smoke it, sometimes it can get dry. Definitely not the case here. It's, oh my gosh. Okay, I have to eat this. I can't even deal with it anymore. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, like, share, subscribe, all that, YouTuber crap. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Mm.